And here we are, with a 1-1 score all tied up and nowhere to go. Spawning in the top left position as the blue Zerg player. From Team Acer, it is Scarlet. And her opponent spawning in the bottom right position as the red Terran player who's going to do that proxy Reaper thing again. Oh joy, it is Acer's MMA. I'm just going to lock the camera on this SCV and we can see him make his journey down the field. Getting ready to proxy a barracks outside of Scarlet's base. Looking to do the most mischievous type of play a Terran can. And oh goodness, is he going to be spotted? The Overlord gets quite close, but not close enough. And he makes his way out towards the outback. And he's going to do it. There's the barracks. Plop. So Scarlet has no idea this is happening. Second Overlord will naturally go to the natural. And MMA, well, he's going to take his gas at 75 minerals. There it is. So this is exactly what he did versus Czech. And I mean, this is not the same map that's really good for this. And by the same map that's really good for this, I mean Star Station, which is, you know, you have a lot of ramp space, a lot of cliff space to jump up, so it is pretty good on that map. But well, let's see what we can do here. We have hatchery on the way. Scarlet's still unaware, and she's not going to drone scout like Czech did. So if she opens with no gas at all, she could end up getting completely screwed. In fact, where's? All right, yeah, she needs to get that needs to get that spawning pool really, really soon. Yeah, there's the spawning pool. Okay, so MMA, SCV's going, Reaper's on the way. MMA really needs to get in here, and I'm wondering if he's gonna get this. He's gonna get this bunker again inside of Scarlet's base. He's gonna try for it. Yeah, I think he's gonna do it. That SCV's there. There goes the bunker. The question is, can Scarlet handle it? Now the Overlord will come in and see. Oh goodness, you have a supply depot. Where's the command center? Come on, command center, command center. She's looking for it. There's no command center to be found. The drone's immediately getting pulled. Scarlet's going to realize what's going on here. The Reaper rolls on in. This Reaper is going to have so much time to dance and, well, bring the pain, as it were, against these drones. Starting extractors left and right. Scarlet's doing everything she can. Actually going to start a spine crawler. The SCV getting in there, man. The SCV's the buddy cop here. Just adding in lots of damage. Does get picked off, which kind of sucks, I guess. But, I mean, it did what it had to do. And a lot of these drones are very weak. A few Zerglings have managed to eke their way out. Ooh, another drone dies. Manages to grab a fourth, I think that was. And the Reaper, look at that, gets nestled safely in his home. Another drone gets picked off. And MMA, he's looking so good with this Reaper harass. Just doing tons and tons of damage. But now the Queen is out. So playtime is, for the most part, over. The factory is on the way back home. Another supply depot for good measure. And there's that spine crawler. This is Scarlet's way of saying, yes, get the hell out of my base. And now that bunker will have to be salvaged. If he saves it, that'd be nice. But okay, he got the salvage off. That's quite nice. Does get the money back for that. With no Zergling speed, though, MMA can still micro and dance around lots. Like, there's still lots of opportunities for MMA to just be a general dick with these Reapers. And he's going to try to run back. Can he make it inside? No, he gets caught. Scarlet gives the bear hug of death to MMA. Very nice catch on those Reapers, even without speed. Those Reapers could have ended up kiting and just being a really big pain for a while. But MMA, he's got his factory. I'm kind of expecting to see him start the reactor, but I think he might need to make one Hellion first to hold off these Lings. Yeah, he's going to make one Hellion. Very smart from MMA. Otherwise, he could end up having to repair, you know, for decades and decades and decades. But he's also going to add on a starport, which I do really like. Get a fast Viking, shoot away Overlords and whatnot. MMA's been starting to do this a little bit more. It's something that not too many Terran players are willing to go for, but all in all, I gotta say I like. Reactor is now on the way. And these Zerglings won't be able to do too much. That's why they're not going. They're just gonna stay at home. Probably very smart. There's no gas, so I will say this kind of sucks for Scarlet that she's got so many Lings. The overall worker count is 20 SCVs, 25 drones. Scarlet just needs to crank past drones. Because MMA can obviously only produce one at a time, but with the drones that he killed and the mules, Scarlet really can't afford to fall too far behind in this game, at least at the beginning of this game. So, what is this? These drones misrallied? These drones have to be misrallied. This is weird. What? What? I know Scarlet said she didn't sleep before playing today's games, but I think she just realized that yeah, okay, that's a bit unfortunate. The drones are coming home now. Third command center is coming in now for MMA. The Viking is, you know, looking for anything to poke at. The Overlords are trying to make their way back home as the Hellions move out to play. Now, important to note that Zergling speed still has not yet started. So the Hellions are pretty strong, but the Spine Crawlers should keep everything away. I mean, unless MMA dives into the natural, which, you know, could be borderline suicide, he doesn't really have too much to worry about. Wow, that Overlord barely escaped its life. The Hellions do a bit of poking, but the Spine Crawler and the Queen should deter any type of attack, especially because the Zerglings just run in and fight him anyway. And look at this, Scarlet's actually getting a Spore Crawler anyway, just kind of anticipating that MMA will go into Hellion Banshee perhaps. But that's not at all the case. So, gotta feel good for MMA. Although this supply block hurts him a little bit. Yeah, it's actually it's quite a bit of a supply block. It's been stuck at 46 for a while, actually a really long time. Now, we do have 5 Hellions rolling on out. Double Evolution Chamber is on the way. Actually, it's going to be pretty damn close to the timing on the engineering bays, which is nice. And MMA, he's just moving out with these Hellions. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to grab any creep tumors. I don't think so. Not many, at least. Maybe the one on the right side. That's kind of nice. The Viking's going to finally find another Overlord. So it did get this one trying to get home. Nice micro will allow him to kill, not only damage the Queen, but kill a creep tumor. And MMA is just attacking this. He's basically saying, yes, come out here and meet me. I challenge you. And the Hellion gets very low. He does manage to save it. How much health does it have? Yeah, 2 hit points. That's pretty crazy. The lair is about to finish, though. The 1-1 is coming in for both players. So this game still feels, I don't know, I feel like I want to say that it's relatively even, but Scarlet needs to get third base versus this 3 command center setup. Unless Scarlet's just going to throw on a Baneling Nest and just go for it, which she's not going to do because she has the Spire on the way. She needs something that, she needs to get recover from this economic discrepancy. Maybe she's going to try to use Mirrorless Cuirass to buy herself back into this game, at least economically speaking, because MMA with 3 command centers, man, this guy's got he's down what 10 SCVs, but with all of the with the 3 mules, he's ahead in economy, or at least even. At worst, he's even in economy, which is bad if you're a Zerg player. You never want to be even or behind in economy versus a Terran. Baneling Nest is coming in. It does feel a bit late, but Stim is not going to be that big of a threat. There's no bio pushing out on the map yet. Overseers are being morphed in now. We have the 3rd command center being moved out to the right side third base, which is kind of interesting to see. That's not quite so common. And the 1-1 is just coming along nicely. I expect to see an armory soon. Oh, there it is. And MMA's got all his bases checked. He's good. He's good. He is a good StarCraft player, no doubt about that. And he's just trying to get himself set up for that mid-game stage. Widowmine production has begun. 10 drones for Scarlet. Wants to immediately saturate this third base as fast as possible. And we see the beginning of the Mutalisk production as well. 4 of them. Nothing to really be scared of, but it's enough to make you pull a couple Marines to defend your base, I suppose. They can be really difficult to deal with in those numbers, at least when they get to like the really large snowball, 25+ numbers. Right now, it's just a ton of Zerglings for Scarlet. And she's going to make some Banelings, preparing for this bio push that's coming out of MMA. He's just trying to clear creep tumors for the most part. If he advances much further than where he is now, then he's starting to get into a bit of the risky zone. Baneling speed is halfway done. MMA just needs to be careful. I don't think there's any reason to attack further into this. Let the creep dissipate. Do your best to stop it. And Scarlet immediately plops down 2 more tumors. She does not... she doesn't take no for an answer. And the Zergling forces are getting ready for a flank. Are they going to find what they want? No. And the Widowmine gets a Mutalisk, which is nice. Ooh, another Muta dies. And Scarlet, well, the Baneling speed is really close, but MMA, he's bringing some really nice pressure, and I like this. MMA hasn't really lost anything. His 2-2 is on the way. Scarlet just started her +2 Carapace a little bit late, and it looks like MMA is going to try to clean up the creep tumors on the left side of the map. Very nice. He's keeping some Marines with his Hellions, is so smart because it prevents the Mutalisks from just coming in and cleaning this up. But the main army of Scarlet's just going to go for these Marines and Hellions. Oh, he actually gets a pretty decent position running away. The Marines are trying to kite back, but I think there's a bit, maybe too many Banelings to actually deal with this. He's retreating to the third base. He does have the bunker there. But man, that was difficult to deal with. Widowmine gets a couple Banelings. Very nice, very nice. And, I mean, MMA has this third base saturated. He doesn't really have anything to complain about. He just needs to keep pumping out units and try to bring the pressure. His combat shield feels a little bit late, but it happens to the best of us. I love how after the Viking was gone, Scarlet respread her overlords. So smart. Such a smart thing to do. I think a lot of people undervalue something like that. And these Vikings still hunting for them too, which is really, really funny. Widowmine's continuing to kill random Mutalisks. And MMA is just denying this creep like a boss. That's like all he's doing is just denying creep like endlessly. Just endlessly denying creep. This fourth base is on the way. MMA will need to get some units over there and try to deny that as well. But the units on the right side taking some damage too. Widowmines grab a good number of Zerglings. And MMA's still holding strong at his third. He honestly can't be feeling that bad. He's doing a fantastic job so far this game. Both players really playing really well. But MMA, he's getting better trades. Look at that, picking off all these Mutalisks pretty much for free. Damn. Loads up another medevac. He's going to send it off probably to the main base while he brings his main force to that fourth base. And here he goes. The Zerglings and the Banelings are all running away, being trying to do a drop on this right side. There's a Widowmine with this as well, and there's the drop in the main base. The fourth base gets canceled. MMA's doing his thing. He's dropping like it's hot. That Widowmine gets a pretty nice detonation, 11 kills. And he's just going to town. Marines picking off the Queen and now just going after the drones. MMA has to be feeling, I mean, he's playing immaculately, really. That's no other way to put it. He's been crushing out units. The occasional supply block, but not really enough to lose in this game. And, well, yeah, I don't know what else to say. He's just got a really, really nice setup. So, MMA's continuing to press forward, basically saying, yeah, you're not going to get the creep even to cover your half of the map. You're going to keep it maybe on your bases, maybe, as these Widowmines continue to just implant themselves in the ground around Scarlet's base. But yeah, the Mutalisks are coming in. Might try to snipe off a Widowmine or two. Be nice, but ooh, that's not good. A lot of those Mutas taking some serious damage. That was less than ideal for Scarlet. And MMA is just looking better and better as this game goes on. His 3-3 is on the way. He has this third base pretty much mining uncontested. He's had no harass whatsoever, and he's 3 base versus 3 base. Like, he's just got so much. And these Mutalisks, oh, needs to be careful about those. This is where it comes all down to it. The Banelings, can they get the hits they need to take out this Bioforce? MMA is trying to spread out his units. He's trying to get the best engagement humanly possible, but he's retreating to the rest of his forces. And it looks like he will live to fight another day. Scarlet not able to kill him just yet, as MMA is just continuing to press forward. He's so tenacious in his methods. He does not give up his siege, as it were. He's been rallying units across to this position basically the entire game long, and Scarlet needs everything at her disposal to stop him, because honestly, he's looking like a monster right now. He does have a 4th command center on the way. Of course, the benefit is you can just tuck that into the left side now that you took out the more risky third base. And here come the Marines. There's the scan. Where are Scarlet's Banelings? How many Banelings does she have? A lot. And she's going to come in with all of them. MMA's like, I don't know if I want to fight that many Banelings right now. So he's decided he won't fight that many Banelings right now. He needs a lot of Widowmines to deal with that many Banelings, to be honest. We need Widowmines or Siege Tanks or something, because that many Banelings is too much. And, oh no, MMA, the counterattack's going to hit. He raises the depots barely in time, running that Bioforce back, but splitting some off to the third base as well. Oh, these Banelings kill these Marines. That could be so bad. MMA lift, nope. The natural expansion getting ravaged. The SCVs actually split really well, but the Banelings are still going to connect on most of them. And Scarlet, well, I mean, most of these forces won't escape, but she actually does get some good parting blows with those Marines, as MMA continues to just churn them out non-stop. And, well, I mean, there's still these Zerglings kind of going to town on this refinery, which is a little bit comical. A little bit. Now, keep in mind that there's still no high for Scarlet, which means that this completed 3-3 upgrades for MMA gives them a huge edge. And Scarlet's trying to take this army out, but no luck. The Mutalisks losing even more of them to the Widow Mines is Scarlet. And, I mean, MMA is just endlessly rallying units. I don't know what to say. Scarlet is somehow still even in supply, but she's slowly starting to fold under MMA. And if MMA can kill this 4th base off, I don't know what Scarlet can do. It's just gonna be too hard for her to win this game if he kills this hatchery. It'll blow my mind. And here comes everything. The Banelings and the Zerglings. MMA needs to have the split of his life. The Widow Mine's not really getting those money connections, but all the Banelings are gone. There's Marines reinforcements coming in, and there's the GG. MMA takes the series 2-1, and we'll go on to play Czech in a rematch for the final game.